Hello, Ophiuchus. Welcome back to Mystic Unicorn Tarot. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and welcome to your general love reading. Yes, please keep in mind, Ophiuchus, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And also keep in mind that this is a timeless reading. Whenever you are guided to watch this reading and it resonates, then that's the message for you in that moment. I hope you guys enjoyed the full moon we had this past June 14th, the strawberry super moon, because it officially was in your sign of Ophiuchus. Now, as far as I understood this full moon energy, it kind of encapsulated all three energies of Scorpio, Ophiuchus, and Sagittarius. However, the bulk of the full moon was in Ophiuchus. So I'm going to call it an official Ophiuchus full moon. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Some of you, it was pretty rough. For some of you, yes. For some of you, you felt really great. But it was pretty rough for the whole collective. Ophiuchus is a very healing sign, is a very intense sign, okay? So a lot of healing was initiated or was influenced during this full moon. But I can't really remember in recent memory the last time we've had a full moon in Ophiuchus. So I definitely want to point that out for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy, okay? I'm going to give this one last shuffle, and then we will see what messages we have for you in terms of love. We are starting with the Love Oracle cards. Let's get into it. What's going on for Ophiuchus, please, Spirit? Separation. Okay, we could be talking about this twin flame energy. I did do a twin flame reading this past weekend. It is a mirror reading. It's in and a mirror reading, excuse me, if you're not familiar with that, a mirror reading is a spread that I developed to look at the energies of anything really, but I did develop it for the twin flame journey to look at the energies of the divine feminine and the divine masculine side by side to see how they may be mirroring each other, how they may not be mirroring each other, and see, you know, if they're even remotely on the same page or not, right? I did do that reading this past weekend. It's titled Divine Feminine is retaining her right to choose. The divine masculine is potentially missing out on something that is meant for him. If you're interested, if you haven't watched that reading, check it out. We do have separation here, okay? So if you do resonate with the twin flame journey, I'm already feeling like this is already kind of resonating with the last Ophiuchus reading that I did, in which the twin flame situation came up. And quite frankly, Ophiuchus, that's what influenced me to do the twin flame mirror reading. So boop, there you go. But even in that Ophiuchus reading, the title of that one is Somebody Thinks That They're Gonna Go Back to Sleep. That's funny. And especially with the title of the mirror reading, you know, the divine feminine was retaining her right to choose. So that makes very much sense why the first card out for you right now, if you're resonating with all of that, especially if this is a continuation of your story that we started, really? You're not gonna, okay, thank you. A continuation of your story that we started with last week. It makes sense why there is a level of separation going on here. What is going on for Ophiuchus? What do we got for, okay. Then we have ascending, and then we have addiction. Very good, very good. And then overall energy, you have girl with a snake. Oh my God, Ophiuchus, you wanna know why that's so funny? I think that's funny because Ophiuchus, you are depicted as a man holding a snake. The snake charmer, the snake wrangler, you could say. You know, the Ophiuchus is depicted as an energy or an individual, a masculine figure, but we'll say an individual. Ophiuchus has very strong ties to feminine energy. The galactic center, the center of our galaxy, is located within the constellation of Ophiuchus. And that is seen or considered by some as like the dark feminine, the devouring feminine, that kind of energy. Okay. Ophiuchus is very, very protective of feminine energy. But officially, Ophiuchus is depicted as a man holding a snake, but that snake being raw power. You could see the snake as like Kundalini energy, something very, very powerful, even something dangerous, right? Because it's like in some of the research that I was doing, I came across information that spoke to how the Ophiuchus could be seen as the snake charmer, or is associated with snake charmers. And if you are familiar with like snake charmers in the Middle East, they were actually revered for their talent, for their ability to tame and control these very, very dangerous, venomous, toxic snakes. Okay. And that's your energy. That's what your energy is depicted as. Your energy is very, very powerful, and is seen as being able to tame and to control a potentially deadly situation, okay? And even turn that venom into, turn that toxin into an antidote, or create an antidote from that. Okay, so with that said, Ophiuchus, your sign is also associated with transmutation, or maybe even alchemy, but I will say transmutation in terms of being able to take a venom and turn it into and create an antidote from it, okay? Which would influence healing. Excellent. So overall energy here, Ophiuchus, you have girl with a snake, which officially does say empath and narcissist paradigm, which is very much what the twin flame journey can be seen as, although you don't have to be, or you don't have to resonate with or be on the twin flame journey to resonate with the empath narcissist dynamic. The empath and the narcissist are just two sides of the same coin. And then it also has being charmed or used, enable, or boundaries. But Ophiuchus, you are overcoming. And even if you don't resonate with the twin flame journey, you don't think you're on a twin flame journey or whatnot, whatever, it doesn't matter. You could be, you don't have to be. But what's going on here for you, Ophiuchus, is that somebody is overcoming a level of addiction, is overcoming a codependent, toxic energy or toxic relationship. You are in separation with this person, and in this separation, you are ascending from this situation, okay? You're focused. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. So if you do resonate with the twin flame journey, maybe you and your divine counterpart, yes, you're in separation right now, but in this separation, you are ascending. You are ascending from your addictions. You are moving forward from that, and quite possibly you guys could be preparing for union within yourselves. If not, you could be preparing for union with another person, an individual that aligns with this divine counterpart. And if you don't resonate with the twin flame journey, or even being with a divine counterpart, you are still ascending from the toxicity and preparing for a soulmate or an individual that would be able to align with you, okay? In this new and healthier place. Beautiful. Let's get into some clarification here. I'm changing decks. I wanted to use I've been using the Golden Universal Tarot, but I actually want to use this deck for you, Ophiuchus. This is the Crystal Visions Tarot deck, yes? All right, 5 shuffles here. Clarification for my Ophiuchans, please. Spirit, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Clarification for my Ophiuchans, please, Spirit. In terms of love and romance and interpersonal relationships. That's 3. Thank you so much for your guidance, for your love, and your wisdom, Spirit. That's 4. Thank you so much for providing these messages to us. Okay, wait, we have something flipping out here. We have the Tower, we have the World, and well, technically it's kind of in reverse, just the way that the cards showed up, and then you have the Page of Cups here. This is confirming, Ophiuchus, that you're ending a toxic cycle, okay? This might actually be quite major, quite major for you. This is a big turnaround in your life. I'm picking up on energies for some of you of individuals around you, friends and family, being very surprised at you in terms of how well you're handling this separation, or how well you are overcoming these toxic elements. Some of your friends and family may be looking at you and saying like, who are you? Who is this person? I don't know this person. Like this is, and I would say that's a good thing. Okay, it's coming from a place of endearment. Okay, but you have a new reality coming forward. You have a new emotional reality that you are embodying, Page of Cups, which also is allowing you to dream of something new in terms of love. So maybe for some of you where in the past you couldn't even dream of a better love or a better romantic situation for yourself, now that you have brought down this tower of this towering, strong belief system or long-standing circumstance, you've brought that tower down, you are and or have ended this cycle. Now you can dream of something new because you no longer have this tower obstructing your view. That is beautiful, Ophiuchus. I really love that. You have effectively been able to take the venom of some sort of toxic situation and have turned it into an antidote. Beautiful. One last shuffle. Clarify separation, please, Spirit. Oh, wait. No. We're going to start with addiction. And actually, I want to change the order of these cards. We're going to start with addiction. Then we're going to go to separation, and then we'll talk about ascending. Clarify addiction, please, Spirit, for Ophiuchus. Clarify addiction. 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful. Sovereignty, self-sufficiency, independence, standing on your own, thinking for yourself. Hey, you know what, Ophiuchus, this literally could be some sort of substance abuse addiction that you are overcoming that was somehow tied into your love life. You may have been with someone who shared some sort of substance abuse problem, whether it was the same substance or whether you just identified with each other because you were abusing certain substances, or the substance that you were abusing or you were addicted to was love. Okay, in a toxic way. Okay, but what I'm getting with this is absolutely standing on your own. No longer allowing your addiction to control you. 9 of Pentacles, being an independent, sovereign being, okay? With that 9 of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Wands. One last card for addiction, please, Spirit, at the very least. And then you have the Ace of Cups. That is beautiful overall energy, is the 8 of Swords. Yes, this addiction was absolutely a prison. But you loved yourself enough to stand on your own and get motivated to move forward in a new way. I'm getting Sagittarius energy from this Knight of Wands here. Now, for me as a reader, the Knight of Wands does officially represent Sagittarian energy, just like the Page of Wands. I see the Knights and the Pages as representative of the mutable energies in any given sign, well, in any given element. There we go. And in terms of fire, which is what the wands would represent, the mutable sign would be Sagittarius. Some of you may have been dealing with a Sagittarius. Some of you may be Ophiuchans on the cusp of Sagittarius. Some of you may really identify with Sagittarius. Some of you may have Sagittarius placements. I'm getting Sagittarius energy. If it's none of that, then it's the transformation in terms of awareness that Sagittarius would represent. It's the ability to see something from a different perspective. It's the ability to understand something differently, understand something better. Sagittarius represents expanding your horizons, often represents the energies of traveling to foreign places and to foreign cultures, experiencing new cultures, experiencing and learning new languages, stuff like that. Really stepping out of your comfort zone with maybe the intentions to, or at least having the ability to learn something new in this brand new environment. And that if you don't have any real ties to Sagittarian energy in any way, then that's what I'm getting from this Sagittarian energy. You have been able to gain an expanded view of the situation, totally change your mindset here. And that has allowed you, through the efforts of loving yourself, Ace of Cups, unconditional love, and allowing yourself to fill your own cup, or allowing the universe to fill your cup for you, you have been able to stand on your own, Nine of Pentacles, and thus beat this addiction and get yourself out of this sense of imprisonment. Beautiful, I was just going to say Sagittarius. Ophiuchus. Excellent. Let's clarify separation. Clarify separation for my Sagittarius. Oh my goodness, for my Ophiuchans, please, Spirit. Clarify separation for Ophiuchus. First card, Knight of Cups. Six of Wands in reverse. One last card at least, please, Spirit, to clarify separation. And the Hierophant. Okay. Beautiful. Overall energy is the Ten of Cups, but then also the Empress wants to show herself, because the deck split in a certain way, and so I allowed it to do so, and it brought up the Empress here. All right. So unconditional love, nurturance. You may even be embodying the energies of the divine feminine. Okay. So for those of you that are resonating with the twin flame journey, you either are the divine feminine, or you're learning the lessons of balancing, harmonizing, and integrating your own inner divine feminine energy. Okay, great. But what's going on here? Separation. What I want to say is that for some of you, for many of you, your idea of what your Ten of Cups has completely changed. This separation was influenced by someone with a big heart, Knight of Cups, who let their heart lead the way. And not to say that's not a good thing. It's not to say that that's a bad thing. That's actually a very good thing. But I am getting a level of naivety here with this Knight of Cups. But however your heart led the way here, it caused a failure, or there was a lack of victory involved. Six of Wands in reverse. And thus, there's a lesson that was learned from that, the Hierophant. Okay. There may be a level of lawlessness here. There may have been, because what I'm also getting here with your heart chakra, which is represented by the Knight of Cups, or whatever the state your heart was in, I feel like there was a little bit of an energy of us against the world. It's us against them. There was a level of rebelliousness, a level of defiance, but all of that was coming from being heartbroken to begin with. And what the Hierophant represents here is, yes, having learned a lesson, a very tough lesson, but also putting greater boundaries and rules in place. And I'm not talking about the type of rules in which you are now identifying or aligning with institutions or even the status quo. You may still be very much against the status quo or against societal conditioning in some way. But what I am picking up on is in this separation, or, well, yeah, what the separation has revealed or brought online for you is the fact that you need to have certain rules and or regulations for your own self in order for you to reach your Ten of Cups. So it's like within this separation, you came to the understanding of how your heart led you in a certain direction that led to a certain loss, led to a certain level of defeat, Six of Wands in reverse. But in terms of that, you learned a valuable lesson, and you are putting greater boundaries and greater rules and regulations in place for yourself, again, in order for you to achieve that Ten of Cups. Not to say that you are at all leaving your heart behind or not allowing your heart to lead you or guide you here, but you have matured in terms of how your heart leads you forward or what it is your heart leads you towards. Beautiful. Last thing that I want to clarify here for you, Ophiuchus, is ascending. Clarify ascending for Ophiuchus, please, Spirit. First card is the Ten of Wands. Beautiful. Clarify ascending. There we go. Six of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Overall energy is the King of Swords. You better get it, Ophiuchus. I really love this for you. The King of Swords is the judge. The King of Swords is an objective individual who is seeing something as clearly and as objectively as they possibly can. Learning all of the things, gaining all of the wisdom, seeing all sides of the equation, taking all pieces of evidence into account. Okay? Also, the King of Swords here is reiterating the energies of having learned a lesson. But in terms of this ascending, how you are ascending, you are moving away, Six of Swords, from what has been burdening you. Ten of Wands, all of this overburdening energy, okay? And effectively are changing the karmic cycle for yourself. Stepping off the karmic hamster wheel, changing your luck, changing that which the universe brings towards you because you have changed your alignment. You are letting go of the baggage. This is how you are ascending. This is beautiful, Ophiuchus. This is confirmation that your dynamic, that your karma is absolutely changing here. Ironically enough, Ophiuchus, I just want to point this out. At the very top of that wheel, do you see how Sagittarius and Scorpio are at the top of the wheel there? Sagittarius energy, higher wisdom, higher knowledge. Okay, that's which is also what the Hierophant can represent, because the Hierophant does represent the institutions of university, higher wisdom, higher learning, higher knowledge. Okay, excellent. But look, basically you would be up there too, because Ophiuchus lies in between Scorpio and Sagittarius. Look, right there. That's so cool. I like that little synchronicity for you. But this is excellent, Ophiuchus. This is so freaking excellent. I love this for you. Let's close this out. I'm going to get you closing oracle guidance, or closing oracle card from the Romance Angels. All right. Closing guidance for Ophiuchus, please, Spirit. Thank you so much for your love, your care, your unconditional love, your support, and your wisdom, knowledge, and your guidance for us at this time. Last shuffle. Closing message for Ophiuchus, please, Spirit. Deception. Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. The dominant feeling that I'm getting from this, Ophiuchus, is that both of you were wearing false masks here. Both of you were being deceptive. And what this separation has done for someone here, maybe for both parties, it's helped you clear up, face the music, clear up these masks, take these masks off, and be true and authentic. Both of you were hiding behind some level of addiction. Whether that be substance abuse, an actual addiction to substances, or just addictions to toxicity or whatnot, whatever. Okay? But I do feel like that has been cleared up. Beautiful. So there you have it, Ophiuchus. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I am sending you all so much love. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined and you haven't done so already. But with that said, oh, and also I am available for a private reading. If you would like to get one, check the information in the description box below and just shoot me an email. Let me know. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next reading very, very soon. Yes? Excellent. Bye.